We are now 5 wide. Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
All right, 9 to noon, ready to go. Billy Schmid, John Kuhn, Armin Sarian are in the house. Boys, good morning. As always, we hook into a rando topic by accident as we get assembled here, subscribing to stuff. Go ahead, Armin. Explain what you asked me when you walked in the studio.
I just rolled in here, and it's more for Butch because I knew, obviously, he'd be part of this subject. And I said, do you subscribe to Ken Pomeroy, the basketball data guy?
And
college basketball.
And I blurted out, I was like, why would you subscribe to that? Butchie then says, oh, yeah, I've got a subscription.
And but it makes sense for Butch to have all the data on college basketball.
Doesn't pay for anything. Pays for this nerd's ranking.
It's part of his job, though.
Yeah.
It's
a write-off.
What do you get with it?
Well,
it's one of the most subscribed analytics.
Yeah,
discussed analytics in college football or college basketball. No, because I don't call college basketball games.
Oh, okay.
But you can get a lot of his data for free also on the site. So that's the tough part. I've never subscribed, although I look at it like every day in college basketball season, because you look and see his updated rankings and his efficiency margins and all these things.
And has it helped you over the years?
That's the point. I don't know what's helped me, so I'm like, maybe I should subscribe so it does help me.
So you're even better.
Because so I can maybe make a couple of wagers. Maybe.
I like that. There we go.
Butchie, what do you use?
Man, is Billy rubbing off out of you.
What do you use Ken Pom for in your broadcasting?
I look at the efficiency. I look at the adjusted tempo, the average possession length. They're all very, very crucial for what I do. Turnover percentage is great. Like if I'm looking at Marquette, they're 11th in the country right now and only turn the ball over at 12.7%. That's huge. Offensive rebounding rate percentage. That's why I knew offensive rebounding was going to be a key part of the Marquette-Wisconsin game, because Marquette's 292nd in the nation at giving up almost 33.3% of offensive rebounds that are available. For me, it helps me put together the keys.
It's a genuine work tool for you.
Yeah.
But for you, Armin, it would just be something to try to own guys on Twitter with.
That's my work.
Board,
or sports books.
That's my work.
That's my work.
Go ahead,
Butch. So Zabe, here's my boards, right? Like this is what I have for tonight's game. Wisconsin, this. And then I have a little printer here, whatever. But I'll go to Ken Pom today because all the numbers are right. I'll print them out, and they'll be on the back of my big old legal sheet.
Nice.
So that during the game, I'll pull back. If there's something that's going on, let's say it's rebounding-wise, I can go to and say, hey, Wisconsin, they get offensive rebound percentage. They're 29th in the country. They get 36.6% of their offensive rebounds.
All right,
They've
good.
got 18
so it's
of them tonight.
Tool to use. All right,
I think it's important to note also the culture of the community accepts it as a good standard. Like everyone talks about Ken Pom now, even the committees. Like if you came up with something,
talking about it.
There's a lot of random guys on the internet that have data. Like if you said something crazy, I'm making
Ken Pom's a gold standard.
The Stu rankings, like nobody would care or know what that means. But
shot to a guy named Stu.
Yeah, sorry. I think Bart Torvik's the other one, right? The T rank.
Bart Torvik, the T ranks one. They've got the CBB analytics. There are so many stuff out there.
Kuhn, is there a football thing you subscribe to that you do specifically for your job?
No, I don't. What I have is I go to Pro Football Reference. I check out a couple trends, and that's how I watch the film. I'll watch the trends in the red zone. I'll watch the trends on third down. I'll see why a team is good or a team isn't good because I want to talk on that end. And to Armin's note, like in football, the only thing people really listen to is PFF.
Yeah,
you get PFF ratings for
Pro
specific
Football
players,
Focus
for players. Graded percentages. And I always find that the funniest stat in the world, but there's a lot of people that use them because it is accepted. Very much like Ken Pom. First guy to really take analytics in basketball. Am I right, Butchie? First guy to really take analytics in basketball, publish it, get accepted. And because he was first to hit the market, he's the one. There's other analytics out there that'll give you all those numbers. But if you say Ken Pom, when you give the number, people are like, oh, that one's right.
Do you think PFF does a good job?
I think they do an adequate job. What I'll say is this: their margin of error is probably analytically the same for each player, unless there's somebody grading running backs and have no idea what the hell a running back's supposed to do on that play. But I doubt it. So I would assume that the margin of error on every player is probably statistically similar. Around the same.
One big critique I've heard of PFF is that they come out with grades on players less than 24 hours after the game is over. And some have said that that's too quick to get an accurate grade.
Well, how many people are doing it?
And how late into the night and all that stuff,
Because that's you can spend. I can break down a film, one film.
How long does it take?
4 hours. If I were, and I said that if I was going to break down every player
on every
if I was going to break down every player, it would take me 4 hours to break down a film.
And you would still have gaps because you wouldn't know exactly what the play was specifically called for, right?
Or the tweaks inside the
but there's a lot.
But
but my question is, the guys that are grading for PFF, are they former football players? Because there's stuff that I can see that I know. Like and Patrick Mahomes said it after the game. Billy let me know that. I was really surprised that not a lot of people are talking about that interception that Patrick Mahomes threw, because that's Patrick Mahomes' clear miss. That's on Patrick Mahomes. It's not on the receiver. I've heard a lot of people talk about it's a miscommunication between he and the receiver, and they can't get on board. That's what's wrong with
How did he miss it?
Because he threw it to the wrong spot. That's a back shoulder throw based off of how it is coached and how it is taught. Patrick Mahomes even admitted that after the game. So if you're watching that and you don't know that, and Patrick Mahomes doesn't say that after the game, or you're grading it before you hear Patrick Mahomes say it after the game, if you don't know that key note that Keyshawn Nixon plays over the top, so it's a back shoulder, you might not know who to give the error to. You might give the error to who was it on that play, Billy? Was it Tony?
Sky Moore, I think.
It was Sky Moore. You might give it to him because he slowed down a touch.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, there was a Tyreek Hill touchdown, one of his 2 bombs against the Commanders, where he made this incredible adjustment all the way down the field. And one reporter said, what a terrible throw, but what a great adjustment. Tyreek Hill actually said, nah, bad take. I ran the wrong landmark. Tua saw that I was running the wrong landmark and put more air under it, knowing I would adjust.
Yeah, it's really hard to always know what's supposed to happen and what's not. It's these fine nebulous details
we don't know on the couch.
Right. So you just try to get the best you can, I think.
All right, so what is the dumbest thing everyone subscribes to around the horn? Since I'm not, maybe I should get it on the Ken Palm thing. I started making a list of things I subscribe to. God, what a waste of money. Vimeo, Wix.com. I pay for domain names I don't even use anymore, like ouridiotkkicker.com.
Twitter. You got to put Twitter on it. Twitter's your number one.
Twitter
is your number one.
Golf GPS. Only Page. I mean, I got a lot of stuff that's dinging me monthly.
What is Only Page? Is that Paige Sporonic?
Yeah,
Page's account. Nice.
Yeah,
you get the calendar?
Also depends like how expensive they are.
Why do I need the months, Billy? Just the pictures.
It also depends how expensive they are. Like you can't say there's a bad 1-year contract in sports because you can get off of it in 1 year, right? Ken Palm's like $20 for a year. That's like $1.80 a month. There are some that I'm paying. What's ESPN Plus these days? $10 a month.
It's getting up there.
Yeah.
I think it was $100 for the year.
I subscribe to The Athletic. The Athletic is charging $1 a month on their sign up.
It's a good deal.
Make sure that you cancel though, and
you got to
get close.
It ramps up.
Because then it flips up to $70 and you get tagged like I did right before Schneidman came on.
70.
I was like, well, dang it. I like you, but otherwise I'd yell at somebody about that.
70 for the year. That's $5 ish, $6 a month.
It's more than I'd like to pay.
No, I hear you on that. But they
did you call? All you got to do is call and tell them, hey, dude, you got to reverse this.
I'm thinking of dropping, guys. It's not really going to fit into my family budget anymore. We got a lot of stuff going on this year. Oh, well, maybe I don't know. It worked for us when I could get that introductory budget, but I'm not really sure. And I'm starting to think I'm going to buy the actual newspaper. This is what you say to him on the phone.
Who? The Journal Sentinel?
Oh, anybody.
I found out firsthand canceling the Journal Sentinel. Good luck.
I told you. I warned you beforehand, too.
You literally have to call them.
I don't know.
There's no online ability to cancel your subscription to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel.
And nobody works anymore.
And their hours to call are less than the post office.
That's the trick.
It's a 15-minute window. And also, like, as soon as you call, you're on hold, and you have to go through 12 prompts.
It's like a professor's office hours in college. Like, all right, I'll be there from 2:30 to 3:15, but then I do usually go make a coffee at 2:45, so that's going to take a little bit. But sometime in there, I'll be there.
That always worked because nobody really wanted to go to office hours.
No one ever wanted to go.
I mean,
the only way you went is if you had to plead and beg to say, Is there any way I can?
Well, there
pass
was
this
usually
one?
a kid in the front of the room that wanted to impress his teacher and go like in the big lecture halls. They
You don't even come to
introduce
class.
themselves.
Why are you at office hours?
Yeah.
Well, that's the conversation.
I just wanted
I'm
to
trying have.
discuss your latest book with you, Professor. You know, that's the way you can get on their good side, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like something you find on OnlyPage.
Sounds like something you've done. Yeah, sounds like something.
One
you've done.
time I cited my professor's book in one of my final papers just to try and suck up to him. And I don't know if it worked. I got a good grade. I might have got a good grade anyway. But I was so excited for
Can't
myself.
hurt. You know,
When I saw that he had it, I'm like, I'm going to find a way to work this thing in. I don't care how.
Kuhn, the game last night was awesome. It really was.
Wasn't it?
I used the bite from Anchorman where Ron Burgundy's like, "Oh, that jumped up in a hurry, didn't it? Yeah, Brink, you
escalated
killed the
quickly.
guy with the trident. Yeah, hey, Taj Boyd, you threw a pick on a flea flicker. That was stupid as hell. What are you doing?" It was a wild game, and it
Shootout.
ended with a bomb field goal in the deep recesses of overtime. Under 2 minutes to go. See, you don't know what you're going to get. That's why when this Thursday's game rolls up and you want to vomit in your mouth, Patriots, Steelers.
You never know. It's the NFL.
You're right.
Scott Van Pelt seemed annoyed on his tees. Did you guys think that as well? He's like,
Yeah, he's like, well,
if this
second
game
one of
ever
these-
ends, I
yeah.
thought it started for. I'm like, well, you guys wanted the rights to this league, so what are you complaining about?
Yeah,
a
but
shootout?
I don't know that he wanted Monday Countdown and to do the post game show. That I think was
Correct.
I think that was.
He probably
hey,
wanted to get
Scott. So
paid.
here's your assignments for the year.
Yeah.
Does
Here's
he
your
work
paycheck.
the rest of the week though? That might be the best gig. 24 hours of football, and then you're done.
Is watching tape.
He's
breaking down
he
tape.
does
He's breaking
every Saturday.
Come on, he's the
Poor
last.
bastard.
He's the last of the great Sports Center anchors anyway. He's the last one we've got of those
Pretty
guys
much,
that,
yeah.
that we used
He
to
is.
watch
He
for.
is.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, I used to love watching. for
Armin,
the
that
anchors.
one thing you said today, that was really good. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you said that one thing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that's like
Thank
a
you. I'm not
backhanded-
so sure.
Hey, Zay made
So,
cupcakes. Oh,
Yes,
Or one
cupcakes.
thing.
I couldn't stick
Cupcakes.
with one.
Cupcakes in honor of the cupcake schedule coming up for the Packers. Tyrod Taylor, Kuhn, is going to be starting apparently on Monday night.
Yeah, I think that's a bad thing for the Packers.
That's not great. No, I wanted a piece of the
That
DeVito.
is.
Wanted the Jersey boy. Have him go cry back to his mama.
Big
But-
girls don't cry. Big
Okay.
girls don't cry. What's the Jersey
Big
boy?
girls don't cry.
Or walk like a man.
Why couldn't the Jaguars have an extra injury card to get their star quarterback
Yeah,
off the
It's the
field?
most Duval
That
thing I've ever
was
seen.
ridiculous.
What was that?
And why not wait, as you said, Kuhn? Just
Did
sit
Trevor
tight.
Lawrence, do you think he just said, I will not take the cart?
I'm not
Will
taking
not.
that card. I'm not taking it. Well, Trevor,
You're not putting me in that
Trevor,
thing.
you can't walk. It's 400.
I said I'm not taking it.
I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. Help me carry back. All right,
All
maybe
right.
I should have taken that card.
All right, tag you guys are at 9 to noon is next. Butchie, call a great game tonight against
Well, it
Sparty.
should be a fun one.
Yeah, don't.
You'll hear the pregame
do
here at
bad.
5 o'clock, tip
Don't
off
get
shortly
anything
after
thrown
6
at you by
o'clock.
those clowns in the Breslin Center either.
And if you want to watch it, you got to get Peacock. Another thing to subscribe to when you're getting Ken Palm and OnlyPage.com.
Yeah, but you get WrestleMania for free. So
Okay,
it's
well, there
Yeah,
it's all
that's
in.
true,
All right. All right, tag, you're it. We'll see everyone tomorrow.